Hey, hey, beautiful souls. Am I early or right on time? I would say I'm right on time according to the divine because we are here. My name's lisalyle and I am here to support your soul to shine through. Oh my gosh, guys, how are you doing? We are now at um 11/12, November the 12th, 2025, and we are in the midst of rare geomagnetic storms. Now I know what we've been feeling for days. Now I know why the energy's been so funky since I went back out into the world. It's not me. Or maybe we're all just a part and parcel of the entire sacredness of the geometry, the chemical alchemy experience that we're here to have. So, with all that being said, let's get the Palo Santo going and we're going to jump right in. We were cut off during the live again yesterday. So I'm going to touch on some of the things that came through. I stayed here talking for 111. 111. Are you taking the wand of the magician in your life? Because if you don't, who will? Who will? So at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, supporting us to manifest heaven on earth in this lifetime. The deep dive. I trust if you're here, you are one who is here on the deep dive, and it's a continual exploration of what goes on inside. So, some stuff came through, and yesterday, 11/11, it was almost like, I'm telling you, folks, I was so brave, and in fact, a little bold. I don't know if I was like, so maybe you had an opportunity yesterday to be bold beyond your belief of what you could do. And as the day went on, there was a period of time where all of a sudden there was this call. And it was just like, you know what? I'm doing it. I am going to do it. And so I did something. And as I was doing this thing, I felt like I was on like a mission. It was like so stealthy. And I even hid at one point because there was these foolish obstacles in the way. And I wanted no part of that. I was solely focused on being brave and making contact and, using the wand of the magician in my life. And that's the truth of it. If we don't take bold steps, if we don't follow our heart in the moment, because sometimes it's a moment. And yesterday was a very powerful day. I'm blaming it on the crown since I put the crown back on yesterday because I did something I never imagined I would do. I never imagined I would do. And then after doing it, I was like, oh my God, what have I just done? And I felt nervous. I felt nervous that I had trusted my intuition. I felt nervous that maybe I had, you know, frightened frightened someone, and that really wasn't the intent. It was totally soul inspired movement in the direction that the heart um the heart was guiding in that moment. So by the time I got home last night, I was feeling a little more settled and I was laughing at the whole unfolding of how it went because I was ridiculous. If anyone had seen me, and probably people did, at one point I hid, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, should I turn back? Should I turn back? No, no. The heart was saying, no, 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 go, go, go. So I did. And yeah, it was brief. There was a little, I couldn't even believe myself. I reached out and like elbowed someone. Gentle nudge. I mean, honest to God, who do I think I am? Well, I'm a child of God who's here following their beautiful, sweet heart and going for it. And if we don't go for it at this time, folks, if we don't harness our power in the moment and honor the guidance we're receiving, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to you. You probably are harnessing your power because you're here. So thank you so much for being here. So after that little story, I'm going to share with you what came through this morning. 2 pages, well, and art. I did some more art this morning, everyone. And so what came through this morning after a good night's sleep, and then seeing some stuff about these solar flares that are in the midst of a geomagnetic storm. And remember, we've been getting the message for weeks, and we know this is true. We are electric. We are the current that is currently here to reestablish connection with the divine, sacredness beyond our mind. So, what I was guided to write this morning was beyond sacred gates, the fates. Are you able to be bold and brave? Yes, yes, I am. Maybe, I mean, yeah, I am. I am. Are you? And then after that, it's like the message that came is harnessing your intuitive power without delay. So there was an urgency to what I did yesterday. I felt like I was in another world, honest to goodness. And I was just, as I said, it was just this soul focus. And that was all I could see. And so I trust that by honoring my intuition, perhaps, have made a breakthrough, um, a breakthrough of our fears. What are we afraid of? False evidence appearing real? How about we face everything and rise? Let the source of eternal love guide your heart. Be the guide of your heart. We are here to radically accept the experience of joy into our life and welcome the experience of joy into our life. And joy, yes, we can be joyful on our own. I'm rather joyful 97% of the time. We won't push it. Or maybe we'll push it to 98. So we get that star energy. So can we, regardless of, so we can be joyful on our own. This is true. This is true for all of us. We can be quite content on our own in our solitary confinement. And now it's time for a refinement of all that we know, all that we feel, and bringing it into the real and tangible experience of the divine human who is here rising the consciousness of the Christ, the light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, and let's light up another so that another little light shines. And then we'll light up some more, and it multiplies just like cells multiplying when, the seed meets the egg. The multiplication process begins. So we are here to radically accept joy in our experience because we are worthy, we are deserving, and we have earned our wings. And now we fly beyond the mind. Sacred hearts beat. Move your cute little feet. So we have to move, right? The chariot moves. Love moves. Love is an action. It's always in flow, in movement. Are you in flow? Are you moving things along in your life? We don't want to stay at a standstill our whole life long. So yesterday the card came through, the Transcendence card. I'm not sure where it is. Oh, there it is, right at the top. The Transcendence card came through, and I was seeing this today. This is about choices. I chose when my ego had me hide yesterday and say, no, 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 turn back. That's exactly what I heard. That's what my mind was saying. Like, you're being ridiculous. Don't be so stupid. And then I'm like, I'm going for it because the heart is saying, go for it. I can't. If I would not have harnessed my own personal power yesterday, there was no one else to do it for me. I would not be sitting here today feeling at ease with the following the guidance I receive. And that's all we can do, is to be the vessel, to be the vessel of divine love, the vessel of the one who fills their own cup and then overflows and spills into the world. We can shift. We can, through our own dance or walk with the divine in our life, shift our consciousness, and as a result, be a spark and a light for someone else. We're not the deers in the headlight. I'm not quite sure what kind of a look I saw yesterday when I made contact, as I did. And we can't really, when we are honoring our truth, when we're following the intuitive guidance and nudges that we're receiving on the inside, we can trust in the hand of the divine at play in our life. 1111. And we are the ones, we were on Sunday, what came through is 1111, right? And so this feels like a very potent time for all of us, because we are transcendence, and we are transcending so that we may experience the blessed new beginning, the gift from source, the partnership, the connection, the friendship, the companionship. I'm here for all of it, honestly. What about you? And then I was guided to write 2323, which is 5-5, a change energy, 10 energy, free to be, sacred geometry in flow. We are sacred souls. We have Jupiter retrograde now in the sign of Cancer. And I was guided to do ancient script, writing Jupiter retro. Let's go, let's grow. Stable and strong. We are. We may have had, our wings clipped. We may have had our foundations rocked and shaken. And what remains is the truth of who we are at the heart of the matter. The heart is the heart is the focal space in this material existence, in this material realm. The heart is the home of the soul. Stable, strong, love lives on and beyond the heartache. We've all experienced the heartache. It's a heartache. Nothing but a heartache. Hits you when it's too late. Hits you when you're down. It's a fool's game. This is a fool's game. We are the sacred fools at this blessed new beginning. Are you going to do it? This geomagnetic storm that we're in the midst of is like a 20-year phenomenon, a once in 20-year phenomenon. The Muppets. I'm so ridiculous. Anyways, it's a phenomenon. It's a once in 20-year phenomenon. Again, indicative of a cycle that has ended, and this universal, this cosmic support that's coming into this planetary realm to support us, right? Because we are the creators, the creatrix of the new experience of sacredness, righteousness, divinity here in this life. And so as much as there's chaos and there's all kinds of BS out there in the world, there's also you and I, all of us that are here doing the inner work, all of us that are remaining faithful, all of us that are being brave and bold and taking courageous steps in the direction that Spirit is guiding us, that Spirit is leading us. And we can sit in meditation, we can sit in lotus pose for 100 years. if that's what you choose. And yet we've all done that at some point in time. We are here. We can see the state of the consciousness on this planetary realm at this time. And we are the ones here to continue to rise, to end the trance in our lives so that we may rise and experience fits of delight, radical joy in our life, radical happiness, radical peace and self-acceptance, radical self-love. We are the radical ones. Hey, yay. So love lives beyond the heartache. Release, please. Let go and flow into the sacred embrace of the eternal beloved. You are safe and protected. I just heard you are safe and protected, my love. Magic, love, only love lives on. And love, the love that lives on, fills our sacred cups. We are the sacred chalice. View ourselves as the chalice, and the heart is the opening of the chalice. And everything pours in from above. And when we're filled, we begin to flow outward into the experience of divine love with community, with family, through partnership. Working in partnership and in service with the divine. Joyful level up. We are living prayers. Love is everywhere. And the message came through to be the soft in a world that is harsh. You are safe when you follow the guidance of your heart. 1, 2, 3, ... 4, magician, break free. And then this work of art came through. The joyful level up. Are you ready to feel like, is your cup overflowing? Are you ready to get going with life? I mean, life is lived in the present. So presently, it's in the present that we are called to make choices and decisions. It's in the present that we're called to honor our intuition and make bold moves. And hopefully that, well, if the bold move that we make doesn't pan out, that means it wasn't for us. It really wasn't meant for us. And that's okay. It's in the knowing. We have to trust in the knowing. And as we trust in the knowing, our love continues to grow and our life continues to expand and evolve. And yet, when there's humans involved, there's always free will choice. Yesterday, there was a 1, 2, 3, and number 3 was the change of mind card. And then I had pulled 4 cards that come out for all of us. And again, the cards that came out for all of us were these. So we must overcome our fears. We are guided by the celestial realms. And maybe that's what it was that, had me, I felt like I was in another realm, another dimension. And, it was like almost like tunnel vision, sacred vision, and being the magician, calling that in, the awakening, the connection, the opening. And now it's all up to the divine, right? Like it's all up to the divine. And so because we have earlier in the week, we had the Angel of Manifestation card. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. And then yesterday we got the manifest card again, which looks very much like the change of mind card, doesn't it? We're allowed to change our minds. Sometimes, we make decisions. Sometimes decisions and choices are made, well, often in the moment, and sometimes out of fear, or out of whatever. We're just not ready to embark upon a new adventure. At any time, though, we get to change our mind and we get to enact free will that is loving and kind and is guided by the divine. So we must be fearless in our pursuit of happiness. And, so many butterflies here, and even the sexuality card here. And this is like sensuality, and it's like two hearts. It's almost like the infinity symbol there, and there's a heart up top and a heart at the bottom. And this is uh, the the pearls of fate that open, another floodgate from within our experience. And it's healing. Look at this card. It's so healing. You've done your work. You've done your work. You've spent time healing yourself, your wounds, your emotions, your imbalance. It was 2112 there. Perfect. You are being called into the space of the beloved. 2121 there. We live within the embrace of the beloved at all times. And as us earthlings, we are the only one in our life that can tune in and take the action from a loving space based on the guidance that we're receiving, what is coming through for us. And what's coming through for us is celestial guidance, the expansion of our consciousness through our fearless pursuit of healing the wounds, our fearless pursuit of the experience of divine love. And again, we do that in our day-to-day. We do that in our own lives. And then if we're very lucky, we get to do that in life with the beloved, with the other, because we've trusted our intuition. We're master healers. Those of you here, we're all master healers. We are the magicians. We are the alchemists. We were born for this experience that has been awkward and uncomfortable. We've been down in the trenches. Yes, we have. And now it's time to jump off that fence and into the pool of the eternal essence of soul. Swimming deeper we grow, and manifesting our experience of heaven on earth, all the while knowing that we are guided and protected. We've blown our wishes out, right? We've done it 1,000 times. We've blown our wishes out. Why would we not have faith in the divine? Saying, here, child, take this. Honor this. Accept this gift. Manifest. This is like a peacock. The peacock feathers, manifesting healing, manifesting joy, manifesting abundance, right? If we don't take our chances on life, no one's going to take my friggin' chances for me, right? So yesterday I was so, like, at the end of the night, the ability to kind of giggle about it, that I had even done such a thing. The audacity of me. That's what I thought on the other side of it. My goodness, Lisa. How bold, how brave. And, and then in the next breath, it was like, oh my gosh, I hope I didn't block. Like, I hope I didn't stop. Yet I kept hearing, what is meant for us, there's nothing we can do to stop what is meant for us. I guess we, the individual, within our knowing, within our spiritual awareness and understanding, we can stop ourselves, right? Because the mind is our prison. And so we can stop ourselves and we can choose not to go forth and have a particular experience. And again, yeah, hey, brother, welcome. Thank you for being here. Um, we can stop ourselves. Why would we, though? Why would we want to stop ourselves from radical joy, the embrace of divine love? Exploring the entire experience of the human being in the essence, in the embrace of divine love, as we co-create and manifest this heaven on earth experience. We're so amazing. We're so amazing. And you know what I was called to do yesterday, doesn't amount to anything, well, that's fine too. That's a knowing too, right? Like, we can only take the chances in order to know for sure. In order to know for sure if something is meant for us, if an experience is meant for us, because we are the ships of light. Oh my God, 11, 11, 11, guys. We've got 4 11s on the table for this week, and we have 44. I mean, this is amazing. We are the ships in the night. Beam up your vibration, open to star family, to universal love. We had the star child at the beginning of the week. We had the ascension, the rainbow bridge card. We are the ships of light. Beam me up. Beam me up, beloved. Beam me up. It's like allowing ourselves to have our cups poured into, because the divine is always pouring into you and I, always pouring into us, always seeking to direct and guide us in the direction of love. And that's what yesterday was all about. It was just a soul focus. I didn't even feel, it was like I was walking through dimensions, and I got through the other side and I was like, what in the hell have I just done? What have I just done? Oh my God, Lisa, what have you done? And then I was like, no, you know what? If nothing else, it's a story to tell. It's a story to tell. And one day, if it's not, if nothing materializes, then, I took the chance. I took the shot. I trusted my heart in the moment, and I trusted the guidance, and I followed through. And that's where, this is where we get through. It's the acts of love that support the follow through. And if we don't follow through in our lives, again, it's been said 100 times, 1,000 times, who will? If we don't yield the wand of the magician in our lives, who will? We are, whether we like it or not. This is really feeling, this is looking, that starship is feeling like the cell division. And with this geomagnetic storm coming in, and we've been feeling it for days, we're all sensitive. Now I understand why the energy was so off in the first couple days of this work week for me. And I get it now. I'm like, I should have known. And yet within all of that, radical self-acceptance and self-love gives us the ability to hone our skills, to fine-tune our connection to the divine in our own lives. Every single person we see is guided. And yet, unfortunately, many never take the most sacred journey of all, and that's the journey within to their very own heart, their very own wounds, so that they may come out or be reborn. I think that's what being reborn is, right? Reborn anew from inside. We are saved through our connection to the divine. We save ourselves by showing up in our daily experience and honoring the divine guidance we're receiving, even if it seems ridiculous and even if it is scary. So, Well, I'm glad that you followed your guidance and arrived here, Milos. Yeah, we do need to radically accept ourselves. And you know what? We do need to take chances, take a chance on ourselves, take a chance on our dreams. That's what divine feminine does. This is what the divine feminine does. She trusts her heart. I could cry. We trust our hearts and we go for it. And if we're lucky, we land exactly where we're meant to be. And this is so beautiful. This is really the embodiment of what I felt yesterday, this otherworldly calling. It was just like, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Because if I don't, who will? And maybe by me enacting free will and loving myself enough to go for it, it may inspire another to do the same. We're safe. We're guided. We're protected by our intuitive knowing. Receive your birthright, unconditional love. Because we are the trees of life. Oh my God, 10. I feel even better, like I feel better because if the bold moves we take don't pan out in the way that we have the vision that they may, then that means there's something better on the way. There's something more than the brilliance that we've already seen. There's something more and better. So we can never, when we're taking a chance on love, when we're taking a shot on ourselves, radically accepting ourselves, radically accepting our intuition and trusting the guidance, then we can't fail. We can't fail, even if it doesn't pan out as we hope. Right? Because we are the trees of life that keep growing year after year after year. The wheel spins. Circle of life, clear energies channel. I'm grateful for these messages that came through today to remind me of who I am. I trust that oh, Milos, thank you. Milos said, OMG, you have no idea what this just did to my mind. It triggered a chain reaction. So Dutch is falling into place. Gratitude. And look at this. We had 2 gratitude cards this week. Gratitude. We must be willing to just go for it. 10. How many 10s do we have here on the table? Trusting our discernment. Trusting the vibes that we feel. Trusting not so much what we see with our eyes, and yet sometimes, trusting what we see with the inner eye, the inner vision, sinking into the experience, melting into the experience. Remember, I think it was one day last week, it was about the message that came through, melting away the ice around our hearts, right? Because we've all, 3333, the divine feminine, creating. We've all experienced heartache. We've all experienced pain. There's not one of us alive that hasn't. We've all been betrayed. And the worst betrayal of all is when we betray ourselves. If I hadn't done what I was called to do yesterday, I'd be kicking myself today. 100%, because now I can say, I did it. I did it. I did what I was called to do. And we'll see. We'll see how that unfolds or manifests, right? And with any luck, it does via, connection. And as I said, if not, then there's something better. That's what I know. I mean, I've lived most of my adult life completely intuitively. And this last year, I have never been more faithful and trusting of my own intuition, even though I can't see, even though it hasn't panned out or come out as, when I wanted it to, or as I wanted it to, I'm still faithful. I'm still solely focused on the experience of divine love in this lifetime. I am solely focused on manifesting the experience of heaven on earth in my life, for myself, for my son, for the other, for the experience of true love. That's a gift of a lifetime. That's a rare gift. We're the rare gift. We're the rare gift. Yeah, it's so important not to stop. And like I said yesterday, I did what I did, and I freaking elbowed someone, and and I walked around the corner, and I'm like, "What in the Lisa?" And then got stopped by someone else and given some information I needed about work, and then sat there for the first hour of work, like kicking myself, like, "Why did you do that?" Like I couldn't help it. But I wanted to cry. I wanted to like just run and hide, honestly. And by the time I got home, as I said, I was kind of, my guides had me chuckling about it, how I was so stealthy about it. It was just honestly ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Hiding up against the wall, like, oh, no, 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 turn around, Lisa, turn around. That's what the ego was saying, turn around. And then everything else was saying, no, no. And so, no, I didn't turn around. I walked straight forward, solely focused, eyes focused, and said hi. Ooh, so scary. Ooh, said hi, happy 11/11, and carried on. And came home last night and giggled myself to sleep. How ridiculous. Was it foolhardy? Is it foolhardy to trust your heart? I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is that this year has been a year of tremendous healing and growth in our experience. I know I've experienced that. That's awesome, Milo. See, we're so in sync. The masculine and feminine truly are in sync. And we just need to have faith. We need to believe that we're worthy and deserving of all good things. We have to be really willing to release the heartache, to experience the fates, what is meant for us, what is written in our heart, what is the accord has been struck in our soul. And yeah, look at these numbers: 3, 11, and 10. We are the masters. We are the magicians. We are all of it. And I just want to say I'm so grateful to all of you. I sometimes I don't like getting so emotional. When we heal, though, like, it's not emotional. I'm not crying because I'm like weak or anything like that. I'm not weak at all. Maybe a bit weak in the knees sometimes. Maybe I was a bit weak in the knees yesterday, but they kept me going. They kept me going. And, I just want to say thank you to all of you who show up here, who engage. Milos, thank you for engaging, and everybody else. Thank you all for just pouring into your own cup. Thank you for trusting. If nothing else, I just want to share with you how important it is for us to trust our heart in this life. Because, I only have one life as Lisa Diane Lyle. And, I've got half of it in front of me. Yes, I'm going to live to 111. Anywho, I joke, but, I just want to thank you all for the inner work that you do. Thank you for courageously making moves in the direction of your dreams. Thank you for courageously continuing to dive in to the depth of your own emotional experience. And thank you for your courage to open to love again. and know that what is being presented to us in our lives is a gift from the divine. It's a gift from source. It's a gift from our loved ones in spirit who want us to experience joy here, of course. And as we remain on the course of our heart, we are protected. And there's no doubt for those of you who are here, you have the ability to manifest. And especially this week with the 11s, the 1111, like with the geomagnetic storms that are hitting the earth, take care of yourself. Drink more water, drink more water, get more rest, be brave, make connections. Your heart knows best. It's true. Your heart knows best. It may have fooled you before. You may have been fooled before. Most of us were fooled, though, not by the heart. We were fooled by the emotions, our own unhealed emotions. And then we connect with others in intimate ways through sexual exchange. And this is often, for many of us, lust was mistaken for love. And lust, although love can be very passionate, it does not diminish the worth of another. It's and so it's so important for us to clear ourselves and to clear the wounds and heal the wounds, and all of you are doing that. All of you are doing that. And if you have an opportunity to be brave and to make a bold move in the direction that your soul is calling you, I highly encourage you to do it, especially at this time. And this time is whenever you're finding this video. If you're catching it real time in November 2025, powerful. And everything is working for us. Everything from the universal realms, the cosmic realms, is working for us here on Mother Earth. And if you're catching this at a later time, the same holds true. You found this space for a reason. And I trust that something shared here today supports you to make some bold moves in the direction that your heart is guiding you. Milos, brother, thank you so much for showing up. I absolutely adore you. And I'm so grateful for your harmonizing and anchoring energy here in this space. And so thank you for being here today. For everyone else, if you're just finding this space and something resonated, please do consider subscribing. Come on, let's support the thrive of all of us, Let's do our part. Balanced exchanges, giving and receiving. Let us open to an experience of reciprocity. Until next time, everyone, I see you, I feel you, I love you, I thank you so much. And yes, let us all get out there and radical self-acceptance. Radical self-acceptance leads to radical joy. Free that little girl or boy inside that just wants to love, love, love. I see you, I feel you, I do love you, and I thank you so much for showing up. We won't be here tomorrow. I have an appointment in a dental chair. We'll be back Friday, probably during the day, Friday at 12:21, and we'll tune into the astrology of it all. So until then, everyone, radically accept yourself and open to the experience of joy in your life. Take good care, and thanks again.